Hi guys, Kaze here. Welcome back. We're back with more Men of Yoshiwara. Ohgiya, back again with Asagiri. We're doing Chapter 10, Happiness After the Crisis. And don't forget to vote on the previous episodes 1 through 8 for Asagiri to vote on who will be next, either Gakuto or Utsusemi, for the next playthrough. Alright, let's get going, guys. Oh, and those will be up in the cards. They're over there. I totally forgot about that. Right. Okay. Anyway. I had suddenly been called to Ohgiya in the afternoon. Waiting for me were Asagiri, smiling away, and a good-natured looking man. Kaze, this is Gimon, a trader. I hope I said that name right. Oh no, why did I say J? Genemo. Just like a Pokemon. Well met, miss. What a fine-looking lass you are. You're too kind. My name is Kaze of the Kitsune family. I put my hands together and politely bowed to the older gentleman. Oh, come now. No such need for such formalities. Very well. I slowly raised my head to see him looking at me closely. But I must say, beauty, manners, skills, and taste like that, well, I can stand even the legendary Asagiri falling for you. Legendary? I'm afraid I'm all but dried up by now. How's he legendary? This was so embarrassing. Though I willed that message to Asagiri with my eyes, he shot me back a smile and said he knew all too well. What a meanie. Say, Asagiri, what business do you... Ah, that's right. You see, Asagiri laid the coat I'd given him before in front of us. Huh? You made this coat, right? I did. I can't make up what his voice is going to be. I don't know what he looks like. He's just a jolly old man. It's amazing. I just cut off in mid-sentence. But, yeah, I don't know what to give this guy a voice. He's gonna be, what, one chapter with us? It is? You see, Gimon here often visits our leader. Your leader? Who's your leader? The leader of the courtesans? Ohgiya? What the heck does it mean? I could just keep going. Sometimes he shows his courtesans some really interesting things, too. And that's when he saw his coat in my room and took a liking to it. Oh, he did? Well, thank you for the compliment. A good coat's a good coat. Miss, would you mind letting me sell these? Sell it? Yeah, this will really make for good business. I just know it. Of a coat I made? Business? I froze up. I had not the slightest inkling that it would turn out like this. Just how good would business be? Would it be able to help out my store's bottom line? Can he, Kaze? Certainly. I'm just a little surprised. Well, it did come out of nowhere. However, Gimon is a man you can trust. I'm sure this will work out well. Since you've spoken for him, I'm not worried at all. I sound worried. I've been subtle. I'll hang on to this coat then. Excuse me, I'm afraid not. I'll need the actual thing for business negotiations. We'll get him and sound awfully excited. There's no way I'm giving this up. No way, no how. I called Kaze since I thought she might like the business opportunity, but this is mine. No one's going to listen to me if I don't have the actual coat. Isn't coming up with a way around that your job as a merchant? Just talking's not going to move anyone. People wouldn't get it if they don't see it for themselves. I can understand why Asagiri didn't want to give it up. Well, I was really glad he didn't want to. Sir Gimon? Yes. I'm sorry, it's gonna make me laugh because I think Pokemon or Digimon every time I think of it, and I'm like, why? Why is there Digimon visiting us? More Digimon, because there's always a Mon at the end. Anyway, sorry. Rambling. If you would like, I could quickly make another coat just like this. Huh? You can? Wait, you can't make it right away, could you? I could with 3 days. 3 days. Hey, Kaze, only I could have the coat you gave me, okay? So you can't make the same thing. No, sir. Oh, he's picky, ain't he? All right. I'll make one with one of those poplar patterns then. Good to hear. But I've got to say, even the Asagiri want to say something. Gentleman's grin, but Asagiri pouted, looking awfully childish. Well, it's just hit me that love brings everyone back to their youth, no matter how old they are. Now you make me question, how old's Asagiri? Is Asagiri blushing? I don't know. I feel like I'm partially blind right now. I'm not wearing my glasses, that's why. Yeah. Well, Kaze will be off. Good on you two. Have fun. Well, miss, I'll head over to the Kisane store in 3 days. All right, I'll have it done by then. Well, take care. Thank you very much. With a quick bow of his head, Gimon stood up. I cannot say his name without a laugh. Oh my god. And I was grateful that he offered this impromptu business partnership. That I deeply bowed my head to him until he disappeared through the door. Now then, Kaze. Eek! He suddenly swept me up in my waist and buried me in his arms. Now that was some unexpected fortune, making business and getting to see you again. How can I thank you, Asagiri? I didn't do anything, Kaze. The coat you made was just that wonderful. But that aside, Kaze, we had to see each other again without waiting a whole month. Let's take this happiness and savor it some more. His whisper into my ear set my skin ablaze. I know you must be heading back and starting on that coat, but we can stay like this for a while, can we not? He laid a kiss on my ear, then my cheek, then my neck. Ooh, stop that. That tickles just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, just a little. There's something frustrating about his gentle kisses, his far too gentle kisses. And, unable to take it, I twisted my face up to him. Now that's cute look. It makes me want to be even sweeter on you, to get you all flustered. Right after my eyes widened at his words, I found myself pushed down the tatami mat floor. Okay. No, we mustn't. I haven't paid for today. Now that's something better left unsaid. Especially for lovers like us. After the alluring smile came to a kiss, but spoke volumes of his affection. Between our sealed lips, our tongues, drenched in hot saliva, swam together. And as I grew drunk on the kisses I had grown so used to, I felt relaxed beneath him. I fell? Cause I think you're even sweeter in the daytime. There's no difference. Things done in secret are always sweet, didn't you know? In secret? Yes, in secret. Sweet, unknown, just our little secret. Our tongues went deeper and deeper, and we slowly melted into each other. Our time of secret and passion was just as sweet as Asagiri said, sweet and heart-rending. Your hat is already wet. Accepting something, perhaps? He brought his word to mine and asked as he rubbed noses with me. I think I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Had I always been such a lustful woman? After just a little bit more time, we can do this whenever we desire. Mm. I hope that Gimon's negotiations go well. I really do, too. I'll be praying. Oh, how about we go to the shrine and make our wishes? Just imagining Asagiri clasping his hands at the shrine had my face fall into a natural smile. I like that very much. Thank you. There's nothing to thank me for. If your business starts booming, that means we can be together that much sooner. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Exactly. So, how about we head to the shrine? But don't you have work? I've got a little time. Let's go, Kaze. Let's go out with Asagiri. Okay, what time? And with that, we went out of Ohgiya. It wasn't every day I got to walk the streets with him while the sun was still high. My heart was positively singing. Good weather, isn't it? His face, completely lacking in cosmetics, glistened beautifully under the sun. Far, far more beautiful than the likes of me. Yes, it certainly is. Let's link arms, Kaze. Right here. For some reason, mine was like, this link, and like, I was like, no. That's all. It's more of the sweet, like, oh, type hand linking. I'm crazy, apparently. Asagiri offered his arm, pointing at it, and I smiled happily. Let's. What's with me and let's now? uh, I could get used to this. Hey, Kaze, will you walk arm in arm with me when we're old and gray? Yes? Old and gray? Just how many years in the future would that be? Well, let me see. Let me count the ways. I... An old man, Asagiri. Of course. If we can stay together. Oh, that one's cold. If we can stay together. Oh, that's real cold. Okay, of course. Oh, of course. Glad to hear it. But I hope I won't have to ask you to link arms with me by then, you know? He peered into my eyes, his voice and look mischievous. Sure. Because I just love being touched by those small, soft hands of yours. Oh, you. I smiled and embarrassment bubbled up in my heart. I fell into a calm, cheerful mood. We went to the shrine, said our prayers, and started heading back. Spending time together with him calmed my heart and warmed my soul. My chest fluttered with joy. I had to ask Asagiri to walk me to the gate after. However, when we passed by the tea house, photographs had been popular lately, and I noticed them hung on the wall, and one in particular. Asagiri! His picture was placed in the most noticeable position. Asagiri's eyes, holding their usual charm and allure, were looking right at me. Oh, I got my picture taken a few days back. Which means you must be very popular then. Kaze. Though my dark, saddened voice escaped my lips, I quickly closed my mouth. I didn't even know I was dark and sad. My bad. Asagiri wasn't only mine. He was courtesan after all. And besides, he was doing this for both of our sakes. Also, we could be together. All for my suffering business. Kaze, that isn't the real me. What? He put his arm on my shoulder and rubbed his cheek to mine. He's like a purring kitten. The real me is right here, the one standing next to you. You're right. That's just a photograph. That's not what I mean. I mean, the photograph isn't really me. Uh-huh. The only time I can really be me is when I'm with you. To me, there's no point to anything other than being in your eyes. His calm, gentle eyes grew more and more serious, and those inescapable eyes caught me in their gaze. My pulse began to speed up, to intensify. But knowing that there's a false Asagiri, it's just a little sad. Let's get rid of that fake soon, then. All right. The belly of his fingers touched my cheek. Belly of my fingers. What the heck did that mean? When did my fingers have a belly? I put my hand upon his. Atop his. I put my hand atop his. How did this hand hold other women? It was not as though I could never think about it. Sometimes I think about him. I trench my pillow with thoughts of how he would be with other women as he has with me. The thoughts always brought me untold pain, like a blade cutting through my flesh. Kaze, I love you the most, alright? Alright. Please, Kaze, tell me the same. Tell me that you love me the most too. Asagiri, I love you more than anyone in this world. Thank you, Kaze. Oh, those gentle, strong eyes. When I thought about it, I had fallen for him from the start. This beautiful, strange, incomprehensible man. He stole my heart away with that sweet scent and easy smile of his. Afterwards, he escorted me to the gate and I left Yoshiwara. I left where my beloved resided. I took my leave with great reluctance in my heart. About a month had passed since I had given Gimon the coat he wanted. Why do I read it so fast too? Like, Gimon. Well, at least I stopped laughing. Too late. Too early to say. My meetings with Asagiri hadn't changed, and the store was not yet completely back on its feet. What if business fails? Every day, I would desperately chase that fear from my mind and immerse myself in work. Every day, I would desperately chase that fear from my mind and immerse myself in work. Asagiri's popularity climbed higher through the ranks of Yoshiwara every day. My heart felt like it would collapse with bitterness and rage. My days, my reality, passed by, always cold and emotionless. And then, on one of those days, hello there. Gimon had come to the store. It's been quite some time. It's been quite some time. Was it a long trip? Oh, my, Mr. Gimon, please, come in. Mother also appeared and invited Gimon in, but he wore a slightly darkened expression. My heart rumbled, anticipating something terrible. Mother and myself, and Musashi behind us, all waited for Gimon's words with bated breath. I'm so sorry. Huh? I've made the biggest mistake in my career. What do you mean? I thought I could sell the coat off at a fine price, but its fabric is just too beautiful. The client said they would prefer it as a kimono. Oh my. I'm truly sorry. So we must go back to the drawing board then. I'm afraid so, miss. But I can't shake the feeling that there has to be some other way to sell it. And then... I knew it! We're finished! Huh? Madame, my lady, everyone's saying that the Kitsune family is on the brink. How could you let this happen? I couldn't believe it. Our employees, who've been likely listening, rushed into the room and rose a ruckus. We're in the presence of a guest. Quiet! Why did you hide everything from us? Now is not the time. Please, Musashi, stop this. You're the one who knows better than all of us. That's right. This can't be easy for you either, Musashi. Everyone was stressed out enough to explode like this. I knew things were bad, but not to this extent. Once again, my shallowness was on display. What should I do? What in the world should I do? Just then, however, there was commotion at the front door. Excuse me? Is the shop empty, I wonder? Customers. Mother sounded drained. Everyone, please, calm down. I will speak to everyone later, so for now, please, work as normal. Is anyone in? Fine. The herd clerk ran out the front, so everyone else calmed down a little. Exchanging a quick glance, Musashi and I headed for the front as well. Wonder why there's like so many women And when we did, what's happening? You sell Asagiri's coat here, don't you? What? What coat Asagiri wears? The one that looks Western? I heard somewhere, but I could buy it here. Well, wait a minute. Were they talking about the coat I had given Asagiri? Now this is something to see. Grimon was standing next to me, his eyes tiny in surprise. When he clapped his hands as if an idea had struck him. I've got it! Mr. Getamon? Asagiri's getting more popular now, and he's going to get even more popular. He's wearing the coat and photograph and painting alike, so of course people will talk about it. And, my lady, we could... Of course, we're going to make a fortune. Forgive me, that's a little tone to use in a good company. So, do you have the coat or not? My lady, what should we do? Well, accept the orders. We're going to get busy. Yes, my lady. This all came in exchange from the cutting pain of Asagiri's popularity. It was indeed cause to be glad. It wasn't a waste. It wasn't all a waste. I was going to celebrate, but this was a step in the right direction, to be sure. Asagiri, oh, thank you. Making sure that no one could hear or see, I turned to Yoshiwara and said my thanks. I deeply bowed my head, and when I lifted it, I felt as though I heard an easy laugh of his ringing away like a bell. Well, this is interesting ending. Because there's only 10 chapters, and then it gives me an ending. So... Huh. Okay. Like, compared to the other two, they had, like, resolution into it. But I guess my resolution in this one is my business will be booming. So I guess there's that. For the last chapter. Yeah, so this is going to be, like, whatever ending I got. So it's probably a super happy ending. So we're going to see that in the next episode. Actually, technically, the second to next episode for you guys. Because I'm probably going to upload the regular ending first. The happy, not the super happy, just the happy ending. Alright, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.